Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, creators. Basically, if you want to find somebody to help you with your project, you want an editor, you want a flatter, and you don't know where to find these people, consider going to indiecd.org. It's sort of like an old-fashioned Yellow Pages for small creators. The other great thing about IndieCD is that by joining the Independent Creator Directory, that's what that stands for the low cost of a one-time fee of $40, you too can join their numbers and have access to their community calendar, where you can find out all the conventions that are happening before they happen and discuss, are they worth attending? Friends, it is a great community. It is a great program. It is a great thing to be part of. Now, before I get into telling you, actually, no, I will tell you that this channel is also brought to you by the sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals. And of course, it is brought to you by Haints and Hellfire, my lovely little horror novel, Volume 1 of Appalachian Terror, where two rival reporters stumble into a supernatural conflict. And the results are delightful. It's good. Daphne Lage likes it. Now, you may notice that I am a little extra poofy today. That is because we had wonderful, wonderful winds. We were catching consistent 40-plus mile-an-hour winds from the direction that is blocked by the neighbor's yard and trees and stuff. It was insane. So our power was going flickety, flickety, flickety throughout the night, which means yours truly, who sleeps with the breathing machine, had, shall we say, a dubious evening. Now, that does not mean I do not have accountability. No. That would be too simple. That would be an excuse. And you know I don't roll that way. So, my first accountability is I have been working a little bit on Haints and Hellfire. Not a lot. It's been tweaking and catching the mistakes, because basically this draft is my stream of thought my stream of thought first draft, and then I have to edit and make it readable for any sane person, which is why I haven't distributed it out to like Donna and some folks. But I am at 27,115 words, so I got a little bit more done. I also have a whole lot of game design stuff to do and some background things that are keeping me hopping and popping. Um, but what's more interesting today is it is Wednesday, which means it will be art stream day. So we will try to get into that relatively quickly because I have a lot I need to do, including the post windstorm inspection to see just how bad things were. So we're going to kind of get things going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, not give a lot of premise today. We're going to run Joe's ad. I'm going to get into the chat, and then we are going to get right back into the glory that is a Wednesday morning art stream. So first and foremost, if you're interested in the Indie CD, let's listen to what Joe has to say about it. And in about a minute 11, I will be back with option with your comments, because your comments are always fascinating. Thanks for that and everything you do. Actually, there's something I want to say because it came across my mind earlier. We are all in the position we are in because wonderful people over the years have helped us get there. And it's important to always call out the good people who help make sure that you get where you need to be. So I want to take a moment and just, give an extra shout out to Joe Bachman, because right now he can't respond and be embarrassed by it. But this man has been a wonder of support and amazement. And in just about a month, I will be doing some behind the scenes changes to not, how do I put this? To be able to stream better, possibly more places. We will see. It's going to be an adventure, and I'm looking forward to it to be a little more tied in with the Indie CD crowd. Now, I have to come here and delete that and close that so we can keep flowing. There are a lot of people who've made me who I am, and I like to think in terms of appreciation, because I wouldn't be the artist I am if it wasn't for many, many, many years ago being influenced by a dear friend whose online handle is Cami Vite. And we haven't seen each other in probably a decade, and we've known each other forever. But she's a furry anthro artist, amongst other things, and she does some work for a rather large video game company that I will not name, but because I don't want to get her in any trouble. But think back on the people who helped you become you, and take moments to appreciate them. My friend Aaron Yates was my first DM, so the first person to DM for me where I didn't have to be the DM. And a lot of my writing got chewed on and worked on back and forth in the old days with her. So I want to put some appreciation out to her too. I don't know if she sees this, but there are a lot of really neat people who've helped make me me, and a couple really, really not neat people who've helped make me me. And I appreciate the positive influences and I endure the negative. But I just wanted to do a bit of random gratitude out to them. And of course, as always, to my wife, without whom nothing that I do basically would be possible. That woman's just everything to me. So with that, let's get into the chat. I just was feeling appreciative, and it's always good to have gratitude, especially when the storms are blowing and everything's been going down. Now, first through the door that is coming up is Donna Carly Carleen. I love that thumbnail. Thank you. I had a good time doing the art for it, even though I was rather harassed. So if you find that missing stream, you may have fun with it, but it's not exactly a. My chat tried to make one of my art streams a lot less G than they should be, and I am aware of that. Foxy says, pretty colors, eh? Yeah, thank you. Hey, Foxy and Witzman dude, I can't believe that Donna's new book should be out in ebook form earlier today. Oh, I believe. Once Lulu checks and makes sure it's not smut. I thought Donna always wrote smut. No, I'm kidding. And good morning, Carl, and good morning, Donna, and good morning, Foxy. I realized I didn't greet you properly. I'm just going through the chat notes. And Dawn, morning, en route to 9 a.m. doc appointment, which means that she's probably there. Might catch her at the end. And hey, Dawn, and what? My smut books aren't ebooks. And good luck, Dawn. And Lamau, yeah, Donna, they are slowly getting all your ebook formats. Wonderful. Woo, thanks, Witzman dude. And good morning, Thesis. Hello, everyone. Hey, Thesis. We will listen Friday morning. We will miss Friday morning's show unless we listen while on the road back home. Okay, that happens. It's a shame, but it happens. Will there be a behind the burning Munsey Code show tonight? Not real sure what's going on tonight. I know that our producer Joe Bachman is on the road, and he is sailing. Oh, there will be a show tonight of some sort. Thank you, Joe. He just can't have his audio because he's driving on I-65, and it is not safe for anyone to hear what Joe utters while driving on I-65. I know Clever Title Pending is back tomorrow night, but we'll have to watch everything on rerun since we will be out of town. Oh, it sounds like you've got a very busy week. If so, it will be a dark one, for there will be no dawn. Oh, sadness. Good morning. Oh, if he doesn't have a dawn, I may be inclined to reach out and help. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan, we'll miss you tomorrow night being out of town, but we'll catch you in the room of questionable color. Hey, Dan, that's all right. And hello, Dan Hollifield, author, musician, man behind the mask over at Apphilian. Just incredible person. And Carl Witzman saying, we will be at an event for a game that everyone's probably sick about hearing about down near Cincinnati. And yes, someone checking on the cats. I will say, be very careful if you're driving in Cincinnati. Last year we went down there and the GPS kept trying to take us down one-way streets the wrong way. Although the riverfront has the small thing with the Newport Aquarium. If you have a chance to go into the Newport Aquarium, I heartily suggest it. It is a great adventure. And if you have the courage, you can walk across the giant shark tank. And pet baby sharks and pet stingrays. Also, not far from there is Columbus, and the Columbus Zoo is superb. Waiting to get called back. So I may pop into the chat tonight. 4 a.m. is going to come early. Youch. And love and yikes. Whoops. And shout out to our Zachy. He helped answer a bunch of airline questions for me. Zach's a good guy. And good morning, humans. Okay, so morning, Grat. And Foxy says, human? Me? Hey, Grat. And Dawn says, well, I was friends with Grat until he didn't wish me good morning. Ha ha, I kid. Humans, I better find out that's not an insult. Is that like an homage? Just teasing Grant. This isn't Grant. This is Yoshi. I stole Papa's keyboard. Seems like a cat thing to do. Grant's coming out as a cryptid. Congrats. Says Don. But the rest of the waiting room thinks I'm nuts since I'm giggling. We have that effect on people. Let them at least your smile. Scritches Yuchi's chin. Send cat treats. Papa has never fed us. Okay. And, well, I am meeting one of my few new head docs. So, yes, my mental health is very open and important to me. Exquisite. Getting taken care of is a good thing. The expensive kind. Papa buys the cheap stuff. I mean, if he did feed us, he would buy the cheap stuff. Grant's enjoying this odd cat LARP, and, I'm glad he has that for him. Unfortunately, this program is no longer safe from referencing the 2019 cats. You all have my condolences. Hooli says, you may have all the treats that I don't like. And two-minute warning, Hooli thinks this as a senior pump, she rules the land of pets. Good for her. I love to sit in on that session where Dawn explains her imaginary online friends. And Grant says, just got back from making breakfast and the computer is turned on. That's weird. Who could have turned my computer on? Hello, Grant. No idea, Grant. Definitely not a cat. I'm not just a man. I'm not imagining them, am I? Nope, not at all. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Congrats, Alec. Now, I still expect you to work on your stuff and get going, but I am proud of you, good sir. It's time. Don't mention all the scanning. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Grant, can't speak for anyone else, but I am not AI. Trust me. If there is one thing we have to, the last time something tried to be AI like me, it didn't have enough overhead space and went by the name Max Headroom. Yes. No. Dot has met us in real life, at least our robot avatars. Me neither. All natural, though I'm missing a few bits here and there. And Don says, I am either A or I. I won't let you get with one. I, for one, have never missed my gallbladder. Thing was a pain in the side. Amen, Foxy. And good morning to everyone who Yoshi forgot to say hi to. His stream of thought got danged for a minute there. Hey, yo! Hey, Pops! How goes? And before I go any farther, I mentioned Dan Hollifield, and I want to run his ad. So I want to knock that out today.
Hello, I'm Dan Hollifield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. And just a curiosity, as I know it's a bit far ahead, but if you started in 1997, and we are approaching 2027, that means we are barreling towards your 30-year anniversary. So maybe you should plan some big shindig for Aphelion. It's a thought now. And accountability. I'm almost done writing Beowulf prequel, which I really need to do considering that I've already started working on the art. Rock on, Grant. I don't want to draw something and realize it doesn't make sense because something I wrote later in the story. Yeah, I can imagine that would be challenging. Hi, Pops. Thanks, Foxy. Hey, Grant. Understandable, Grant. That reminds me, Witsman Dude, the House of Cigars is open till 7 p.m. weekdays. Nice. Oh, I you know what? I do love when you guys are, promoting your assorted vices. I need help. I really need to record the audio for the trailer for Beowulf trade paperback. I need Angie's help to press record. I always wait too long till she's too tired to concentrate. And Carl says, Nick's getting caught up. Somebody say something. something else. Well, issue 300 will drop in November this year too. Awesome. So that's a big deal. Let me run an ad real quick. And since we got kind of blasting through, I'll wrap up what we have there, and we will hop over to the art stream so I can start banging those out. Yeah, Trelane is an amazing creator, an amazing artist, and an amazing friend. So please support her works. We'll be doing some other things. And let's see. Grass says it's not even officially summer and the heat is unbearable. Only during the hot part of the day. Possessed by a yawn. I really need to move to Canada. You could have our 44 degrees, Grant. It's pretty chilly. And if you missed it yesterday, Lori smashed a burning pineapple on the Tuesday mornings. We're here to entertain. Thank you for holding in the green room comment because it needed to be. I just had a flashback to Little Nicky. Anyway, if it gets much colder, I'll have to wrap my tomatoes for the night. Where do you live, Foxy? Utah. With an ooting. All righty. So I'm just going to put the feeding ducks on loop. Just enough that I have, almost a metronome. And we're going to bring up this, and we are going to hop and pop our way through the art part for the next couple next week's episodes, and let's just get right into it. So let's start. What am I feeling? What am I feeling right now? That's the tricky part. What am I feeling? Okay, I know what I'm feeling. Hold on. I know what I'm feeling. I had to think about it. I know what I'm feeling. You see, let me do it, but I know what I am feeling. You can hear the sweet song of the neighbor mowing the lawns, having survived yet another windstorm. This may look odd, but that's okay. Right now, I am just banging out a very quick, wow. Anybody who survived the 90s almost has the jazz flashback to this. Jeez. Let me just bang this out. I'm going to do this. Let me get a slightly darker. This is going to make a little bit more sense later. But we want to get this kind of loosey-goosey, get this coloring out so that I can have some fun, because there are some things I'm going to do this year that I haven't been able to do due to health issues and money issues. And one of them is I need to go up to my old stomping grounds and spend some time somewhere where I can thoroughly enjoy the water. Because not a lot of people don't know it. and I'm almost hesitant to admit it, but if you go out to, say, the Michigan City beach, you will find some of the most beautiful water you could find anywhere. I mean, it really tends to be something special. I want to kind of blend the tones a bit. And all I'm doing is using the blender to get nice rhythm. And see, by leaving the streaks just a bit, I don't get the complete monotone. I don't want the monotone. I want that effect right there. You see? Where you can tell that the water has crested up on the sand. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I like that. Because I am deaf. Need to be where the ocean meets the sky. I'll be staying. Yeah, a little Rod Sterling came barreling through my mind. You guys can't mess that. And let's see. I'm going to draw with, let's see. Boop. Caught up something. Boop, boop, boop. My vertical mouse is going to have to be replaced soon if I can't figure out a way to fix it. Looks a bit like the styrofoam cups. Yep. Told you. And the pattern of that's called jazz. And I went for that for exactly that purpose. A little bit of nostalgia. Heck of a drug, nostalgia. Just gotta be careful with it. We're just cruising into this today. How do I want to do this now? This is going to be a quicker one than usual, I think. I think we want the spray or drop. We want the spray. Big old spray. And we want just a slightly darker. Now, that's starting to give the look I want. I will go grab our smear tool again, this way, and just lightly bevel it just a bit. I don't want to get rid of all of them, but I want it to be, there we are. Now, come back and I'm going to do the exact same thing, but with some gray. Oh, yeah, that's a little too dark. Oh, a nice light gray. There. And let's see how the droplets work. Yeah, perfect. We'll get some other. There we go. Very light dusting. Oops, that's a little too much. That last swoop was a little too much. Then we'll grab the smear tool again. And we'll just kind of give it a little smudge. Any that survive it are okay. That's okay. There we go. So that's going to give me some shading. There we are. Now we've got that nice feel for what we're doing. I'm going to take my thick oil paint and I'm going to get some white. Get in here and just kind of, oops, wrong brush. No, right brush, right paint. Should work. Maybe I didn't push hard enough. There we go. give it a little bit of white cap. The tiniest little white caps coming in. Get that feeling of the little waves just kind of cresting and breaking as the edge of the water hits. Ah, it's so nice. Now we just need something to give a sense of scale to this, because I know. Let's see. I can see that they were everywhere. Better than boring red solo cups. Hey, that was a good song though. I had fun with that. Sounds like remnants of misforgotten. You spend too much beer pong on me. Yeah. Ooh, Heart Concert. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't really do the whole beer pong thing, but I don't want to do this part. I'll think for a second. I'm not sure, so I'm going to give myself a layer for absolute safety, because I really like how this looks and feels. I like the coolness of it. Yeah, let's see what shape. Well, I can still use this brush for now. I'm going to take. I don't want a hard red. I want something that I can add some. Oh, why is it? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We'll see if you guys get what I'm up to. Let's do this pattern. Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to come back to my sprayer. I'm not going to spray. Whoops. I leave a lot of my stuff up that I don't need to leave up, but that can give that sense of fuzz. My eraser, oh, that is not enough eraser. That is all the eraser. Shoot. Let's meet in the middle somewhere, friend. Yeah. Now we're going to come here. We're going to go. Oh, that's the eraser. Let's go airbrush soft. Just soft airbrush this in like this. Gonna need something. I haven't quite figured out how I want to do it yet. Gonna need something. Probably have to redarken those details, and that's okay. So if I come to something like this, I go here. Yep, that's gonna work. I apologize for the mower noise. I imagine that is my next door neighbor. He may be mowing my lawn again because he's kind of nice like that. And I have to go, whoops, I don't like where that line's going. Yep. We'll just airbrush spray. This, there we go. I need this. I need brush. What size is that? It needs to be a real size. Give me a brush that works, dude. At least 20. There we go. I'm gonna do this. Let's wipe that one. This. Probably that. that. We'll do that in another layer. That's what we'll do. Anyway, it's ever so slightly, but okay, that's what we'll do. We'll just do this. We'll make it a little darker so it feels better. And I don't, I think I want that to be orange instead. And that's the joy. I can just go, no, I don't want that to be orange. Yeah, I want that to be orange. I have to work on that a bit. That's okay. There we go. Now we're going to get the effect I want. And then we'll take a nice bright yellow. Go my yellow back. Just put that there. Then we'll take this and we'll go here. So this. Oh, that's the wrong one. How's that? Yeah, that actually looks a little better. This should be the inside. That's okay. We're getting there. We can get this figured out. We just have this nice kind of beachy feel. Just had to play around with the colors to get what I want. And we'll take this really bright yellow, bright green, and now like that. Because it's a completely unnatural plasticky color, which fits exactly the purpose of what I am doing here. Cut that in like that. I think this is a good way to, yeah, it's a beach towel. That's where I was going, and that's what the music keeps me chill. It keeps me calm. And it just gives me that nice, quiet set of, okay. Well, I don't like that line. But there we go. I think that's a nice one. I think that's a nice way to start the week and start the feel of things. So, actually, I think I might just sign off on that. I think I'll just sign off on that one and call that a 1. And I'm sorry the music is putting you guys to sleep, but it just kind of gives me that chill factor. I don't want to sign it. Fine over here. I like that. I like the way that feels. The rock needs a little work, though. The rock definitely needs a little work. So I'm going to just give the rock just a pinch of shading because it knows it needs it. There we go. That's nice. And we'll call this one save as that summer perspective. I like that. We'll save that. And we will go export single layer. And guess what I didn't do? Who wants to guess what I didn't do? It's a great picture. I love it. Did I do the time lapse? Nope. At least I'm consistent. I can only not forget the time lapse at the first. Oh, see ya, Grant. Ah. If my stuff puts you to sleep, that means I am in the footsteps of greatness. Because I know a lot of people who use one of my personal hero inspirations, Mr. Bob Ross, to fall asleep. And if you're chill enough that me rattling on and putting out little bits of art put you to sleep, then man, get to sleep. I kind of like it. I don't even believe the title big. I like that. Let's just go here and drop that. Yeah, that looks good. And let me look at what next week is. Next week's the 27th. Excellent. File. Export single layer. PNG. NTF5. 27. This year is flying by. 24. And that means I got the Monday picture done. Woohoo! Now let's get a new one going. And we'll close this and I'll save it. I kind of like the way that one worked out. And we will say record time lapse because I'll remember that this time. And let's do. I need to do some drawing. What was that ping? I got pinged, and I need to do some drawing. So let's see. I don't need that. Ooh, it's 68 only. That's not bad at all. But let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to draw. Probably a new character of some sort. I just can't really figure the mood. I am in a very, summery place, though, mentally. I am extremely in a summery place. And I have no problem with that. I don't know. I don't know. When you don't know what to do, then you should do what you do. Get your fix. Put it on the Ritz. Actually, I know what I'll do. I will stop the music for a second and run and
What up, lovelies? This is Mike Jimmy, CEO of Ferguson and the creator of Love and Korra, now back with our 7th issue in the series, The Bond. Love and Korra is a series of one-shots, building a world one story at a time. A couple of years ago, I imagined a world, and I told a couple of writers to go have fun in my sandbox. And so they did. Each adventure is unique and adds just a bit more to make this world feel more and more alive. They can be read separately and all contain a complete story. In our upcoming release, you follow Sevier and Avil on their journey into maturity and find out if their friendship breaks down in rage, or whether their bond is stronger than bad emotions. Now on Kickstarter and Fund My Comic.
All right. A little bit of both. Let's play around a bit. Okay, this is definitely going to be a tricky one, but I've got some ideas. And we're going to, this is going to feel very, oh, that's way too big, my friend. Very familiar, at least to start, but we're going to, let's get the actual sprayer out and undo whatever the heck that was. A bit bigger. Yeah, that'll do. So we're going to gray this out. Wait, no, let's not. Let's make my life a little simpler. That's a flat gray that I'm starting with. Boom. Life is a lot simpler now. Let's go. How do I want to do this? Okay, I know how. Sorry, I know I'm extra mildly chunky, but nope, that's not the tool though. My tool, thank you. Let's see. This one's gonna mess with you guys a bit, but that's okay. Nope, I want that color back. I like to play with concepts. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna have to add a lot of detail, but that's okay. Otherwise, I need to do more lighting tests anyway. So we're going for a background. I want to be kind of chunky and clunky. I'm leaving that gray as a guide. I know, it doesn't seem like I'm doing anything sane. It feels like, Nick, you've lost your ever-loving mind. You're just throwing color on a board. Oh, yeah. That happens. That's a good sign. That's just a good sign. We're going to just do that. We're going to go there. That. I need that. And yeah, I can work with this. This is going to be good. Okay. Wow. I need to play with colors now. I need very distinct gray, and I need this to be much smaller so I can. Oh. Okay. Well, we can work with that. We're just gonna. Let me just do this. Yeah, that's going to be important later. That's going to be important later. That's not now, but later. But what was I rocking just a second ago? Let's find out. Something like this. Okay, cool. Now, let's get rid of this. Give myself some room. I know. Nick, have you gone insane? No, I haven't gone insane. Just let me cook for a second. Because I want to do rock shapes. I can do this. This is influenced by a picture I saw of, I want to say a wrecked Gundam, but I can get this sort of in view. I'm really working hard on letting myself loosen up a bit. There, that goes there. Yeah, so we'll just do this. I know. I look completely scribbly out of my own mind. Have faith. Have faith. Oh, I don't have my music thumping of some sort. So let's go here. Yeah, because I only have this. So We'll keep the chill music going. I know it. It looks like nothing. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to take my blender and just do this. I feel like Gallery saying, now do you think? Now? You don't? Well, then hold on. We'll have to do something about that. Now I need a base color of this down here, but a much bigger spray. There we go. Right, this is good. This is solid. Whoa! Did I just spin my whole image? Yes, I did. That went for a run. Let me make sure I haven't lost anything in there. No, there we are. I'm trying to learn to loosen up. It's hard. I'm not a loosen up kind of guy. Never have been. Let me see here. Let's start. No, I want to start in this range. Yeah, this range right here. I want to come over here. I want to keep it. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's good. That. Nick, you're doing that thing where it looks like the world looks when you have your glasses off. I know. Have faith. You have little faith. Because I have a plan. I have plans. Okay, this, this. That's not bad. Now, I need to come over here. I need a color like this. Maybe? Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be like this. I thought I was going to do a figure. I'm not doing a figure today. I realized that rather violently just now, but I don't know if I'm doing a figure at all today. We'll see. Some of that. Come over here. I like that. Just do this and do that. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Somewhere out there. Love will see us through. Anyway. Now, do this. I don't want to do that there. I need to do this, though, and darken it down. Going to be a bar map. Now, I need this color right here. I need to do this as a frame. Now I'll get a big old brush. Soften that, shining light there. Now, we're going to come over here. Whoa. Let's do it like this. Yeah, I'm going mythological on this one all of a sudden. I feel it hard. Okay. And we're going to come over here. I'm really in a painterly mood, and I did not realize it until, I sat down and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what's happening. this. And remember to give it a little sense of depth. Like so. And now we can just light this bad boy up. Need a slightly smaller brush for this part, that's okay. Here. That sort of shine. Layer there. Here. Okay, that's the one I use for that, so I need it slightly darker. There we go. Now we're getting something. I like the feel of this one. I like the edge to it. Oh god. Getting a little mythological. Getting a little mythological, but I can't help it. It's the sort of thing is just, it's in my bones. I couldn't not be a lover of the fantastical. It would just be a lie. Now, let's do a little bit more shading here before we get to the other layers. See, this would be naturally another layer, and I deck it out. But I realize I'm in a very traditional mode. So that means I'm cutting to some older skill sets. And I am setting up a plan. How was I setting up? My brain just went. Scientific term, that brain went. But I am setting up an image of mythos. That will allow me to. There we go. Here. It needs a lot more darkening. Here. And a lot of it's just having the courage to play around and smear and go, okay, that's going to do that. Because this is all very in the back of everything going on. And that's okay. Same kind of techniques I would use for drawing mountains to keep the spirit going. There we go. Come on. I need just a bit darker. There we go. Okay, that's a good shade. I want it to be a little complex down here. Then we need, again, some of this. And we're going to smear this. And then we're going to come over here and just go cut some more of that in. We'll grab the smear tool and go. There we go. Oh, I did it so well, I got rid of it. If only it were that easy. Now let's see. Okay, let's get this guy. Go back to 20 so I can get a good cut. There we are. like this. That happens to right where it needs to be. The darkest are these holes. We'll get our smudge going, and I know. Well, thank you. Strange women distributing swords is no way to run a country. Well, I don't know. Right now we have two 80-year-olds who I think should both be retired, and we should have better options, but that's neither here nor there. One of them in an old folks home, the other in a life sentence for douchebaggery. But I try not to get too political on this channel, so I won't tell you which one is which. Let you decide that. Though I have some strong opinions. I love the smudge tool because it makes everything work kind of like. Just get this in here. Now, let me see. Yeah, I probably should do it as a safety layer. Let's see. We need, because I got to look at the big screen sometimes to see how things work. Let's block this in like this. And how hard do I want to block the part like that? Actually, for the purpose of this exercise, I want something like this. Cut in like that. Oh, that's a little. Well, it's okay. I'm going to do this. What I'm doing is I'm just taking chunks, bite-sized pieces, and I'm trying to integrate a sense of layering and improbability. This. Set that all the way there and close that up because that will make my world so much easier. Close your lines. It's a pain, but whenever you want to go, it will work so much better. Let's see what else is it. That should be closed still. Now, I want to show you guys something just because of the style brushes I'm using, where we have to be careful. Do you see that little problem right there? This guy? Yeah, I'm going to have to basically take another marker, go to my... I like the Milli pen because for all the reasons that I love having access to pressure sensitivity pens, the Milli pen gives me all of that joy gone. It's consistent, it doesn't care, it's a fixed diameter, it stays put. So there are times where it really is the ultimate and preferred tool. But we're going to do this. Now you'll notice I didn't use true black. I didn't use true black for this part because I want to have the range. So when in doubt, you want to leave a little bit of, I don't know how to say this, but tonal space. And you remember that because you remember that scene from the Holy Grail thesis because, amongst other things, you chose well. If the climate of the world were a little better and my finances much better, I would love to go to, where's it, Tunisia, where I think a lot of that was shot. Tunisia is, amongst other things, basically Tatooine, but it's also, much like the American Southwest. Which, ironically, since you're from Utah, it would not be a hard travel for you to hit some absolutely gorgeous deserts and the Superstition Mountains, which I have, much like, I've been to the Appalachians a couple times. It was an interesting experience. I've been to the Rockies. I have not been to the Superstitions. I would like to go to the Superstitions, but on the other side, I'm not sure I would like to, because there's a lot of weird energy out there. And it would either be the greatest thing ever, or it would stink. And yes, Monty Python does stick with you. I'm sorry. Yes, that was referring to that. My brain took it... the absurdity. I'll tell you, absurdity is the only defense we have against the absolute depression of modern current events. I'm going to have to do something a little bit there, but now I'm going to get my sprayer back out, and I'm going to notch down a couple lines. I'm just going to try, and this might not work like I want, but to imply just a bit of lighting. And I see what I did wrong. I need to alter that just a bit. I can fix it then. Because there's only going to be use that to dim that back out. It'll be fine. There we go. Oh, I missed some stuff. I'd be worried, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have that covered. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to go ahead and fix some of that. That's okay. But this might need a little more brown to it. I'm not sure. This is going to take a bit of shaping. There we go. But just borrowing, using this to put the shading into the water over here. So that will do the same thing like this. Oh, my lights are on. I like this kind of smeary, foggy. It gives a surreality to it. There we go. Do that. Now I'm just going to smudge this and shape it to give it, again, that uneven. See, the smart thing to do is just smudge it out like this. That gives the sense of striation in the rock. And again, I'm just using the fingertip tool to smudge things. You can always come back and do it, see? Gives it that jaggedy look. Ooh. Do that. Doesn't matter if a little brown carries over. Keeps things. Oops. There we go. And by accidentally getting that little bit of the brown, it changed the tint. But I liked it, well, the tone actually. And I'm just going to smear this around till I get that feeling that I want of tangibility. I want you to be able to look at the rocks and kind of tell how they would feel. Like if you could reach out and touch the rocks, you should feel how they feel. It should be a tangible experience. And yeah, this was originally based, like where I'm getting the inspiration for this is actually coming from an aquarium I believe I saw that had a downed Gundam in it. It was really neat. I'm trying to remember what it looked like, but I can get what it felt like, and that's where I'm feeling. I was expecting to be more animated, and I'm just kind of in this digital fine art mindset. But that's okay. Sometimes the digital fine art mindset happens. There we go. But honestly, I'm rather proud of that. That came out looking pretty darn cool. I'm going to find a fairly inoffensive way to sign in. And I'm going to have to sign this image somewhere. Get my pen. Zoom way in. Thank you. Let's just apply one layer. There's part of me that wants to draw like a fish swimming by, but I kind of like how this looks. And I'm glad everything is working for you, Dawn. I'm glad you're health-wise doing order. Doing well. I looked over, so I bet that we're back order. Okay, we're going to set file, save as. Awaiting the King's return. Oh, I like that. That's just, that's a nummy one. I'm proud of this picture. Anyway. Time lapse. Export the time lapse. Okay. I know it's going to be good. I have no doubt that the time lapse is going to look cool. So. Bing. Okay. Well, you guys have a great day. Those who are leaving to feed the cats. I have quite a few to do. Time lapse. And we're doing pretty good for the show. Wow. I know it's good because I don't want to take it off the screen. Oh, that's good. Oh, that makes me happy. Okay. So, file. Oh, wait. No. I almost forgot. I almost forgot the reason I'm doing this. Never mind. The Furthermore. And this one's going to be a little smaller than the last one. I have to find the right spot for it. The peak legibility. There we go. A little smaller. That'll do. Bam. File. Export single layer. PNG. NTF5. Let's see. 29. 24. Which means this is the one before RPG night. Good. Alrighty. That's a banger. I'm okay with that. Now, it means I need to do one more. Thank you. No worries. Let's go file new. Okay. Yeah, I'll save it. Even with the Nevermind the Furthermore, that's no biggie. I need to draw something Friday-ish. Okay. I'm going to try something I don't normally do. Well, hold on. Before we get into that, let's make my life a little simpler. Background. Give it a gray. Boom. Give myself another normal layer. Is that a white mark? How did I get a white mark? Okay, cool. Don't quite know how that happened. Oh, and I will merge that down, give myself another layer. There we are. Now come back here. And actually, before I get any further, time lapse. Thank you. Time lapse, record. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll run an ad real quick, and then we'll do something else. Let's see, whose ad shall I run? Here's a good one. Hi all, welcome back. Let me see, there was a comment. Nailed that real quick. You're welcome, much appreciated. I don't know. I'm trying to force myself to use all my talents at the same time. Like, get my sketchy brain and my painter brain and my story brain to all come together. And I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'm really going to be capable of being good at or not. It kind of makes me nervous. But the only way I'll know is if I can kind of oomph certain ideas into the same category. No, oomph isn't quite the right word, but it's like I know what I know pretty well. the trick is figuring out what I'm going to do with what I know. So I am going to right now attempt to paint a figure, which like I said, I don't do a lot of. Because, like I said, my painter brain and my cartoony brain don't usually get along. I have to reshape that. Oh, let's see. Can I erase? Yeah, not with a eraser that big. I don't hate myself that much. Maybe. Anyway. Now, I'm kind of leaving a couple of the joints separate so that I can keep track of what's where. It doesn't just become a white blob. But we'll see. Let's do this. Go. Now we have a form. Let's see. I don't want to go full black, but I do. Kind of a dancer. So if I do this right. Do this. And this skirt belting on it. Okay. Go. Right in here, we'll just do the black of the skirt. And then that means it splits. It's okay. It's a little risque. Not terrible, but it is a little risque. There's elements. That, pull the skirt down. Throw that there. She needs a bit more fabric implied. That's okay. Let's see. I had to decide what kind of hair to give her. Oh, nice pose. Thank you. Let's see. Go. That's a good hair. Can use the hair to shape the chin a bit. I didn't like the way that shaped. That. Yeah, I know. This is not my usual stuff. I hope it's not too bothersome, but let's be just a hint darker than what I am walking. There I go. Okay, that's a bit brighter than what I was aiming for, but that's okay. I think what's brightest? Cheeks. Forehead. So, does remind me of an old friend of mine. I wonder how she's doing. haven't checked on her in a while. But, now, coming here. Need to go a bit smaller. Right in the eye. I need my gray back. Right in the eye. That's really not that's not bad. It is not. I guess I'm gray for the nose and such. I might. This might be the darker color I was looking for earlier. Yes, I believe it is. Okay, you wouldn't see her thumbs, so I really don't worry about that. That's again, it's a painting. It doesn't need to be as I'll say detailed, but there's some elements there that need to be addressed. Grab that. I don't know. Usually I go background forward, but oh, thank you. The music went bye-bye. I got so pulled into trying to do something I forgot. But I think that's working pretty well. And again, I'm using very, very traditional techniques. I mean, it's almost painfully traditional right now for me. But sometimes you need that. You need the traditional to show up. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want to get better at understanding the planes of somebody's face, look up the makeup contouring videos. A lot of the change you're seeing in how I shade has come, in fact, from the contouring videos. This actually is very close to the style of the painting my parents had. Parents have some interesting paintings. This reminds me. I have to add a little bit more shade things. Yeah, this isn't bad. Just need to figure out where she's dancing. Need some details. Let's see. First off, I'll probably use that red. So let's use this red. This brush, but finer. How fine do I go? 10. Just a bit of highlight. It's a little more orange than I would have expected. but it works. So we're just going to do this. Now this, taking back to the days of being in the society. We also need to give her eye cover. Well, this is so not how I usually do things, but sometimes we need that sense of I am doing something I'm not comfortable with. So it's a good pose. I've studied it. And I can do things in the middle layers now that I have this set up. Not even sure what I'm doing here. Let's grab some gold. Really fine layer. Oh, I'm still along. Oh, that's cool because I got almost the same effect. There we go. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not sure I like that. But... yeah, I kind of like it. It gives it that sound. No, I don't like that. The neck is going to come out like that. Throw gold again. Let's go even finer. There we go. There. Not bad at all. Now, let's add a middle layer. So we can take this. This is a normal layer, but I'm putting it down between those layers so that I can work in the midground. Just haven't decided how I'm going to work in the midground. This needs so much. Oh, we do. Okay, cool. Apparently, my brain wants to Art Nouveau this just a bit. I can do that. Oh, I missed some comments whilst I was working. Let me make sure it's nothing too terribly important. I need that outfit and around a campfire. Possible. Said what I want to do with this pattern. I love Art Nouveau. I've just never been good at it. Still probably not, but if I can combine elements of what I'm doing, maybe I can get there. Oh, I went wrong with that. Herein, you see me struggle for the next hour or so on the same spiral, trying to get it to look right. Thinking to myself, dear God, self, why did you put yourself through that? Oh no, see, I did it. Oh, I want that part back. Let's go out. This is tricky. I don't know if I can get that spiral to do what I want. Let's see. Yeah, just. Yeah, I think the spiral, while fun, is not the way to go, and it's stressing me out. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I'll just frame this out some more. I wonder if I can do this. Cool. Sorry guys, I get quiet when I'm working really hard on an image. And kind of straining myself to also realized something just now. I am using the wrong tool for this. I really am. That's what's wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Part of what I'm doing is I'm making life hard on myself. If only I had a dedicated pen that would always give me a consistently thick line, regardless of what I was doing with it. There we go. Now we're getting something. Now we're getting somewhere. Not sure where, but we are getting there. And sometimes you have to do that. Oh. I'm over here inspiring new outfits for people. At least I've done something right. Trying to get the big smooth curves out of relatively small movements does not work well, so I have to quasi-anchor this. Do I like that? No, it looks too snowman-y. I'm going to beat on this one for a while. This one's just going to take a bit. I need to think on it. Maybe I need to do something else. But I've been prattling on this for a bit, so I'm going to run a pause this music, run an ad for you guys while I figure out, do some thinking. And you guys don't need to look at a still page while I'm thinking. So let's see. Who needs...
What up, lovelies? This is Mike Jimmy, CEO of Ferguson and the creator of Laugh and Cora, now back with our 7th issue in the series, The Bond. Love and Korra is a series of one-shots building a world one story at a time. A couple of years ago I imagined a world and I told a couple of writers to go have fun in my sandbox. And so they did. Each adventure is unique and adds just a bit more to make this world feel more and more alive. They can be read separately and all contain a complete story. In our upcoming release, you follow Sevier and Aphil on their journey into maturity and find out if their friendship breaks down in rage or whether their bond is stronger than bad emotions. Now on Kickstarter and Fund My Comic.
Alrighty. First off, I am going to concede to the fact that my hand is not happy with me right now. And use the technical tools I have to make my life just a little simpler. That's not cheating. That is using the tools that you have. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So we'll do that. But it's not thick enough. 12. Undo that. I'll go. Okay. 12. Undo that. That works. Oh, there's a twist. That's what's getting me. Okay, now I'm going to come over here real quick and erase parts of the lines I don't want being right here. Oh, no. Come on, man. Subtle. Need that. That. Okay. Now I at least have some guidelines to work with to start building the designs I want to build. Back to my Milli pen. And yes, I could have used the symmetry tool. In fact, I probably should have used the symmetry tool. But I'm trying new things, you know? And trying new things helps you learn new things. Now, all this I can do with gobbledygook. There we go. Now we're starting to get that feel I'm looking for. I mean, I know I'm rusty. But no. There we go. The ability to erase midlines does make things so much easier. And yes, I've been, like I said, I've been very artsy this time. I hope it's not bugging anyone. You guys are, I'm glad you guys are having fun with this. And we'll go here. Imperfections are part of what make it perfect. Ah. Mhm. That's next time I do something like this, I will definitely be using the symmetry tool. But right now, I'm kind of okay because that I'm exploring. Oh, this is a thing that has happened. Okay, lots of hard work on this, but sometimes you just want something a little different. I lost my color. Didn't realize I had. Okay, fine. Give me that color. Thank you. Works better if I don't use the eraser. Um, I don't know how many of you have read the Heralds of Valdemar books, but this sort of has a simplified version feel of the Heralds of Valdemar kind of. Mercedes Lackey had these covers that were just exquisite. And this is just starting to give me a feel for it. So many gobbledygooks, so many little agreeable things. Lots of fun, though. Lots and lots of fun. And I stopped the music. Give me a second, I'll turn the music back on. Yes, Sword and the Sorceress. Sword, especially Sword and Sorceries. Yes. I should have known you guys had know. More fans of that. Firebird Music out of Portland, Oregon, actually has soundtracks that were done for that series by some of the people that Mercedes Lackey knew very well. Oh, this is just fun. Hell, I could try. Come over here, add one more layer. Take this down to what? A 7? Yep. Well, this is very cool because this is the closest I have ever come to really having what I would count as an Art Nouveau piece. My friend Sarah sent me a picture. I'll have to check that out later. Should be gone dark. He should be dark. Okay. Do I like that? Okay. I think I'll. There we go. It's very strange for me to do something from the line art, from the shape out, not the line art out. It's very, very strange for me. Okay, let's add another layer. Blend mode, multiply. Do some interesting things with it. I need a bigger. Not that big. So I like this. I may not. But we'll see. I kind of like where this is going, so I'm just going to have to keep working at it. Because we're getting places. Not, like I said, I'm not sure where, but That's going almost stained glass. I'm okay with that too. Sometimes you just have to sit and work a piece till you find out where it's going. And then you just follow it on its journey. You end up getting somewhere that's almost elemental. So in this case, it's turning out to look very stained glass, which I'm kind of here for. I mean, it'd be a lie if I weren't. And I just realized I don't think the garbage got taken out. Next week's going to be very difficult indeed. That's okay. This. This. And it almost feels like a little kid coloring, you know? But no, don't grab other colors. Just stay with what you're supposed to. So yeah, this is an interesting piece. It's kind of, like I said, it's outside of my bailiwick, but it seems to be holding up. I think this might be the color that I can use to pull everything together. It's just going to take a bit of work to get everything looking how I want it. And that means just sitting, putting in the time. Which I appreciate you guys spending yours with me. You didn't have to. But you chose to spend your time with me, and I greatly appreciate it. Whew. Let's see. Is that purple going to be our friend the whole journey? Yes, I believe it is. If I need to change it later, I can. This. We can just get this. Whoops, no. Keep it in. This is definitely a piece with feminine power. Who knows, maybe this will be the image that shifts me over to a new art style for a while. You never know. There's a lot of freedom and liberation to be found in the pursuit of beauty. and it is something of my weakness, my great vice. No substance transcends what beauty does to me. It haunts me. It moves me. It changes me. I've seen things so beautiful that I thought my heart was going to burst from my chest. And while this isn't anything of that grade, it is yet another small portion of pursuit. Ah. So what do you guys think? Yeah, very stained glass. Yeah, that's kind of where I think this picture was going, and it's where it wanted to be. I lament that I lost a little bit of the edge to it up top. But I may do a tweaked version of this later. I'm not sure. Because with a little bit of tweaking, this would make a great, like, poster pin button. It just needs that little bit of love, but I haven't been able to give it yet. Not a bad way to mark the coming of a Friday, though. I gotta give you that. Not a bad way at all. Whew. I just need to hit one. Yes, I do. I want this. There we go. Oh, wrong color. Oops. Can't do that in a piece like this. I have to be very rather precise. There. We get a little bit of eraser on some of these outliers, but I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like I said, this is a bit different than my usual artwork, but sometimes it's good to be a little different. Now, I may tweak the... I think I'm to the point where I can go... We'll see. I may mess with this one later. But I do need to sign it, and I need to sign it a little different than I sign a lot of my things, because I don't see this image staying isolated as it is. So I'm going to go there. Yes, slip in. Go probably to 7. Make that pen. Helps to use the right tool, Nikolai. And we'll just hit the correct Mungo. And save as. She dances. Moon. Save that. File, export single layer PNG. I'll worry about the capitalization things later because my hands are getting a little slower. Export time lapse. Okay. Whew. This is a good one though. Art. Time lapse. Okie dokie. That's all set up. And now we'll just come over here and add some garish text to make this practical. Because there's still a furthermore that needs to be never minded. That'll do. File. Export single layer. PNG. Let me look at my date real quick. 34th. NTF 5 34 31 24. All right. Nope, I have to say it. Wrong screen, Nikolai. Bam. Okay. So, finish my food in a bit. Let's see. Let's check the comments real quick. Alrighty. That looks good. That's all done. So we will stop the screen there. Hi, back to my goofy self. I hope you guys enjoyed the art stream portion of this program. Looks like the comments have all quieted down, so thank you. I'll remind you to please like, share, and subscribe to this video. I will be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I have things to do on Thursdays. Friday morning at 10 a.m. for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Till I see you all again, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because you can always edit it. You can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles, folks.